An all-new Eye on the Bay starts now in HD. We're your Gotta Get Away for the Day guide, your Let's Try a New Place to Eat guide, even your Hey, it really happened here guide. We're the tour guide with you in mind. Eye on the Bay.
Choo-choo! We've just pulled into the station. Hello, welcome to Eye on the Bay. I'm Liam Mayclem. Tonight, you guessed it, we are all things train. Locomotives have changed the landscape of America. There is much local history here in Northern California. We'll share that with you. We'll also take you aboard a party train that goes from the Bay Area all the way to the mountains. I want to lay your head for the night on one of these puppies? Well, you can. We'll show you where. It's all coming up tonight on Eye on the Bay. Come on, hop aboard. As the Napa wine train pulls into the station, an evening of excitement awaits.
Well, it's a historic train riding through a beautiful part of the country, and it's just a step back in time to a more romantic and laid-back atmosphere.
And tonight will be particularly intriguing. What we're about to experience is an evening, of course it's the wine train, so fine wine, incredible food, and a murder mystery. Someone aboard this train this eve will murder someone, and we're about to find out, I hope, who done it. All right, I've got my ticket, I've got my lovely dinner date Melody. After you, sweetheart, and please watch your step. Let's hop aboard the Napa Valley wine train. Hello, sir. Hi. Thank you. The plush vintage cars are the perfect stage for murder. And there he is, Mr. Gemanini. He's the owner of the railroad, one of many characters who throughout the evening will come through the carriage and talk to the passengers, giving clues and telling stories that may help them solve the puzzle of who done it, the murder that is about to occur on this train tonight. Gemanini is just one of the suspicious cast of characters. There's Max, the winemaker, Valerie Laveau, the actress, the Grand Duchess Niebaum, and of course, Senator Desmond.
Now, if she had control of his 65% interest in the Charles Krug winery, and now she's passed, why she may have willed her shares to someone else.
Passengers become investigators as they ride along the 36 miles of the scenic Napa Valley. I've been told there's a clue in the newspaper.
Dear Madam, it is with regret that we inform you of the recent death of your daughter, signed Mark Underwear.
As the story unfolds, so does a fabulous four-course dinner that's to die for. Just ask Chef Kelly McDonald.
Most people don't realize that we cook everything on board, so it's all fresh, a la minute. This is a filet mignon done with a little glace viand, some grilled squashes, and a little pesto. This is the grilled sailfish with a little ahi pokey, ginger, and a little sauteed veg and potato, done with a ginger beurre blanc.
And as the chef promised, what you get here is a first-class dining experience. We've got foie gras, some pork, rosemary pears, and a medley of vegetables. And of course, it would be naughty to sit here and not have a little tasting. As for the wine, some of Napa Valley's finest are in the lineup.
And we have lots of wonderful small producers that we source from, and have a lot of hidden gems that aren't really distributed outside of the valley. So it's a pretty exciting list.
Max! Oh, Max, buddy!
And then, in an instant, it happens. The dastardly deed, a murder or two.
I am not just a goofy girl conductor. Oh no, I am a goofy girl detective. Oh yes, I am.
Amid the chaos, you'll enjoy a sweet finish to your delicious meal. We haven't found out who murdered who yet. Who's your money on? Do you want to...
Yes, it's...
Well, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You, Mommy Dearest, and your boy toy Max. That's right.
How dare you say that?
I am a Grand Duchess.
We don't have to put up.
Talk to me in that manner. You may not speak to me like that.
I can speak to anyone I want. Get to the jail car.
Melody, was it him? Or did she commit the murder? Or was it... Oh, okay, well, you know what? We can't tell you who murdered who. You have to come aboard the Napa wine train to experience this for yourself. It's been a sensational evening. a wonderful date, Melody, great food, great wine, and then the murder mystery, let me tell you. All right, we'll see you aboard the train. More info on our website, cbs5.com/Eye on the Bay. Cheers! What a noisy bunch. It's been a long, weary day for a guy who's experienced a lot of trains, a lot of people going off the rails. I need to find a spot to lay my head for the night. And you know, I may just have the place. The Featherbed Railroad Company has a little something for everyone. You can have a wild ride in the Easy Rider or a naughty ride in the loose caboose. Tony, grand to see you, sir.
Oh, thank you for coming up and visiting us.
Yeah, the Featherbed Railroad Company. Are you the main driver here?
I guess so, because I'm the guy with a one-track mind, so that's kind of how it works.
And you are from the wrong side of the tracks. That's how you ended up here.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I got railroaded into being here, and
Help! I have to tell you, this is unlike any place I've ever been to before. I mean, if people want a unique experience, this is it. Give us an overview of what people will discover here.
well, what we have 9 railroad cabooses. They're actual cabooses from the railroad companies.
Yeah.
They've all been brought here to Clear Lake, and they're each outfitted with a unique theme. So each caboose has an individual style to it, and we get people who have a preference. For example, we have our La Luz caboose, which is sort of a bordello theme.
I'm sorry?
La Luz caboose, a bordello theme.
We're right on the lake here. I mean, it's breathtaking. I mean, you can sit on your little deck in front of your caboose, watch the world go by, enjoy the lake, but tell us exactly where we are.
We're in a city called Nice. It's right on Clear Lake, and we have our own park-like setting here, and it's just about 3 hours north of San Francisco. It's very peaceful. I moved from the big city, and the neighbors are very, very friendly. There's a lot of fun things to do, but there's a lot of getting away from it all and do nothing. So it's up to you, but we'd love to see you here.
Rooms range from $140 to $190 a night. That includes breakfast, plus if you stay 2 nights, you get a 3rd night free. Is it nice in Nice?
It's nice in Nice. Goodbye.
Bye, thanks for coming.
So long.
I'm going nowhere. Are you kidding me? My caboose is staying put right here with this $1 million view. When we come back, it's the fun train to Reno. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Welcome back to Eye on the Bay as we celebrate all things trains. Thanks for being on the journey with us. And a bit of history for you now. In the mid-1860s, a huge challenge was overcome when the Transcontinental Railroad was built through the Sierras, connecting California with the rest of America. It was a terribly exciting time for rail travel, a time for much celebration, but nothing quite like the celebration I'm about to experience for my next assignment. This may look like an ordinary train, but it doesn't sound like an ordinary train. Do you hear that? Ladies and gentlemen, put on your party hats, because we're about to hop aboard the Reno Fun Train. Woo-hoo! It's the Fun Train to Reno. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Choo-choo! Choo-choo!
Welcome aboard the Reno Fun Train.
Jade, good to see you.
Good to see you, Liam.
Tell me about the Reno Fun Train. What's it all about?
I'd love to. Well, it's been running for 50 years, and it leaves from the Bay Area. We start out at Emeryville with stops in Richmond, which is a BART connection, Martinez, Sassoon, and Sacramento, all the way down to downtown Reno. And it's just a big, big party. You have to be over 21. It's about a 15-car train. We have a smoking car with a cigar lounge. We have a great dome for general sightseeing. It's not reserved up there. We have a dance car with a live dance band called the Fanatics, a piano lounge with a Grammy Award-winning piano player, a souvenir shop where you could get all your bling bling and t-shirts and all that good stuff. And then new this season, we have 3 dome cars for reserved dome car seating, and that includes a 3-course luncheon served at table dining round trip.
Welcome aboard the Fun Train. Is this your first trip with us?
It is.
And the scenery that you see along the way is just spectacular, right?
It is. This route is over 100 years old. It is one of the top 10 routes in the world. We do have docents aboard from the California State Railroad Museum that come on board on the return trip.
I love it. So lots of options.
Yes.
Something to tickle your palate.
Right.
And tell me about the journey. How long does it take and where does it go from?
It depends where you board. It can range from anywhere from 6 to 7 hours, 8 hours. On the train, we've seen marriages come out of it. We've seen divorce. No, I won't say that. We have, people just, they talk, they dance, they mingle. It's getting people out from behind the computers or out of their cars on 80. And trains just bring you to another way of socializing that I think we've really lost touch with.
And how much will this experience cost?
It starts at $299 per person, double occupancy, and that includes the round trip rail, meals on the train and entertainment, 2 nights hotel in Reno including tax and resort fees, and a winner's book where you could just eat your way through Reno, have a lot of fun. And the price varies depending on which hotel you choose. Fun Train begins every weekend, departing February 8th through March 15th being our last run. The Snow Train, our midweek train, mostly for seniors and families, operates Tuesday, back on Thursday, so 2 nights in Reno, and that's our family-friendly train. And the first departure is February 5, running through March 5.
But no matter who you are, there's something for everyone aboard the train.
Yes, that's right, Liam.
We'd love to have you all come aboard the Reno Fun Train. This will be our 50th anniversary, 50 wonderful years of fun. If you've never heard of the Reno Fun Train, now is the time to get to know us on the 50th anniversary.
The ski season is upon us, and what a wonderful way to escape to the mountains, leave the car behind, and hop aboard the Reno Fun Train. The party crowd of the weekend, the more mellow crowd aboard the Snow Train in the week. It's a whole ton of fun, great value, and you may well meet some new friends along the way. Next up, a great spot that will wow the kids. You're gonna love it. As our train show continues, we'll be right back. From the California State Railroad Museum in Sacramento, hello, welcome back to Eye on the Bay. I'm Liam Mayclem. We are celebrating all things train. Learning a lot about rail travel, a lot of history, much of it to be discovered right here. And with me is the museum director, Paul. Glad to see you, my friend.
Likewise.
So, when folks visit the museum here in Sacramento, what will they discover?
Well, they're going to discover about 20 different full-size locomotives and cars, a whole heck of a lot of exhibits that help to put railroads in California into a larger context. We have had such an incredible heritage here, starting with, of course, the Transcontinental Railroad itself, which really stitches together America at a really critical time in our nation's history when we were fragmented. Once the railroad was completed to connect us to the rest of the world, we had an opportunity to become that cornucopia of the world and really supply fresh fruits and vegetables to all of America.
And today, people still take the train to come to California.
They sure do, and they take a lot of other ways to get here as well.
A lot of history within these walls. Behind us here, a very significant train.
This is the last steam locomotive built for the Southern Pacific Railroad, which was really the railroad that came along and took over the Central Pacific Railroad, the original Transcontinental Railroad. And it's a very large locomotive. It weighed in at about 1 million pounds when it was running.
You also have housed here the very first steam train.
We have several different firsts, but who else can say that the very first locomotive of the Transcontinental Railroad is on display? We can. This museum is open every day from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And of course, there is something here for everyone. We have toy trains, intergenerational learning with a lot of different exhibits, and it's really a great place for everyone from school kids to grandparents to come experience the history and the majesty of railroading.
Wonderful. Paul, thanks so much. We've had a ton of fun. Rail travel still being enjoyed by so many today. You can even sleep aboard trains. You can party aboard trains. And much of that important history has evolved right here in our backyard. Thanks for riding the rails with us. The Bay Area has such rich rail history, and there is so much more still to explore. We'd like to thank our friends at Key Holidays and for taking us aboard the Reno Fun Train and the Reno Snow Train. For more info on them, go to our website, cbssf.com/Eye on the Bay. I'm Liam Mayclem. I'll see you aboard the train. Cheers. Wait for me! Train! This edition of Eye on the Bay was sponsored by Key Holidays.